everybody, welcome back to the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube, Pitstain Hobbies. I'm your Autobot second in command, Ian over here, and we're back on the Agora Models Optimus Prime. I am loving this model. Listen, I enjoy all of their partworks models. I enjoy all partworks models. Nothing has ever gone together this well. It fits perfect. That being said, Optimus definitely needs to live again. We need to finish building him. We've got pack 3 right here. And if you want your own Optimus Prime from Agora Models, which I strongly recommend, I am not chilling right now. You need this damn thing. If you're a big Transformers and Optimus Prime fan, this is your holy grail of Optimus Primes. 31 inches tall without his display base, which, you can add on and get the display base. Then he's well over 3 feet tall, standing on your shelf. Loud and proud and tall. Oh my God, all his glory. I can't. I get stupid when I take out some parts of this thing. Just looking at that. Look at it. Just bigger than my fist, that shoulder. It's massive. So, there we go. Okay, enough. Links in the description below. Like, subscribe, comment, email me. I got stickers. They're all over the place. But yeah, pack 3. So this Optimus build, it's not like stage it's trays of parts, and it starts in pack 3 with a rubber ring and a letter that says, "Dear Modeler, during our pack 3 inspection, we found some examples of the silicone ring, part TR346, and this one says T3R46 new." Well, and we just lost it. Used at Optimus Prime's left wrist, which needed improvement to ensure that every customer receives a perfect piece. We're providing a replacement part with every pack 3 as a preemptive measure. Kindly disregard the TR346 piece in your box and use the bagged piece attached to this notice instead. We apologize for the inconvenience caused. And it's not really any inconvenience. You put the part right in the pack, and you gave us a letter explaining it. So let's go back onto the floor here. Ow! And I just cracked my skull on the end of one of my airbrushes. I think you probably saw this little guy move down here. Let's put that aside for now. Okay, Agora Models, thank you for that supplemental pack. Note, okay, so we got a tray here. Lots of big fingy parts. And some, clearly, parts of hand and wrist. And then, oh my lord, more big parts. Forearm, and get this box out of the way. I'm not sure. Well, we don't need, this is just window dressing for opening the video, because that's not the instructions. And once again, I swear, if I remembered to open the PDF instruction manual before starting to film, it would be a small miracle. We're talking me here. I don't say the dumbest modeling channel for no reason. Please keep all unused screws, as they may be required in a later stage. So the screws are very specific. I am labeling each little thing with exactly what's in the instructions, because they give you measurements like 2x6 and 2x4, etc. So you get these little parts packs. If you go to my my Amazon link in the description below, it'll take you to my little Amazon shop, and it's under my tools and supplies, or under my supplies, or something. I have 2 like little shopping lists on there for the stuff I use, and part 3 packs. So 3 was at the top. So we got some little thingies. Now I watched Wayne build these, and they were a skosh on the involved side. Not really hard, just lots of steps going on there. So let's. Oh, these little plastic clamshell things always make me nervous. Ah! Oh, sorry for the gore. Be careful, don't slice yourself on the plastic like I did. I always see, that's why I'm so apprehensive. The plastic. They say the pen is mightier than the sword. No. It's blow molded plastic is mightier than the sword. That's where I get most of my injuries. Like this knuckle cut with plastic the other day. This thumb cut with plastic. This thumb cut with plastic. Well, maybe that was an X-Acto knife. I don't know. I managed to hurt myself a lot. My wife's like, "How'd you get that cut? How'd you get that cut?" Honey, we don't talk about Fight Club, aka my hobby bench. Okay, I'm a little punchy tonight. Part 3 pack. Okay, so this was tray 1. So tray 1 was at the top. And then tray 2. Okay, it's just laying out all the parts. Let's see where it wants us to actually start. Oh my god. Oh, that smarts. You know, like a paper cut, but it stings a lot more. It would hurt less if I cut myself with my stupid X-Acto blade. I mean, honestly, Ian, you're like you're the only amateur parts builder on YouTube that cuts himself on packaging this much, I think. Okay, so assembling the thumb. This is going to be a process. So we need these PB. So these are PB 2.3 by 6 screws. These are some little silicone rubber, little thingies, little sleeve spaces. And here's the PB 2 by 5 screws. So these are what we want to start with. And we need TR338. I was holding up to the instructions. It's nice and easy to match. This is TR338. And we need a part off TR339. I think that's this thing. Yes, and we're going to need this part here. Okay. And okay, let me snip these out of here. I'm going to use my very expensive bougie God hand nippers, which are listed in my Amazon store, along with some cheaper nippers. My Tamiya nippers and my Display nippers are also in that list because I use them all. So let's do that. And I'm going to snip these out. And then we've got these little black circle gasket things. These are important. These are basically, they're rubber. They're rubber. They're silicone rubber rings or some kind of rubber rings. And they're going to be the friction that lets you bend and pose the fingers, and they'll hold their pose. So that's cool. So we'll be right back. Just give me a sec. Okay, so this is actually pretty simple. I pulled the little center circles out of these. These are not adhesive whatsoever. These are just little like silicone rubber washers, for lack of a better term. And they go right there. You just drop them right on. So it's not like they're sticky, and if you get them on at all crooked, you're screwed. You're not. You're fine. You're not gonna be in any trouble. And then we're gonna squeeze on these parts. And then we're going to take another washer, and we're just going to put it inside the middle of that circle there. Another one. And another one. That's some DJ guy. I'm not that cool. I'm not down with the kids and the hip stuff. But yeah, you can just scooch it into place as needed. And then we put this fella down. Oh, and they kind of, yeah, I mean, they'll stick a little, but there we go. And then we put a couple of these little PB 2x5 screws in here. So this is the modus operandi of this whole thing with the gaskets. It's really not all that intimidating or difficult. It's pretty straightforward. We just take a couple of these little screws. We need our smaller PH0 screwdriver here. In all of the kerfuffle of me freaking out getting this model started, I forget if they even gave us a screwdriver. I'm pretty sure they did. Oh yeah, I think it was red. Yeah. I'm not using it. I like my my little German screwdrivers here. Okay, get that Guten tight. Oh yeah, nice. I think I could tighten this one a tiny bit more. There we go. You want those fingers to be like movable, but good and stiff. So there we go. So nice. Got our little gaskets smushed in there. Perfect. So that was that. So we've used 4 gaskets and that. And then we're going to take our this little triangle-y, this little 3-legged piece here. Here's where good nippers come in handy, because there's a lot of parts on part sprues here. And we're going to take our 3 little clear silicone things, and we're going to cut them out of the bag with our nice little Tamiya scissors. These things are sharp as hell. If you drop them, don't try to catch them. Just let them go. Ask me how I know. We're going to put one of these on each of these 3 little posts here. Okay. And then it looks like TR3 28. We're going to take this. So there's a closed end and an open end. And then there's this right here. And we're just going to put this down into here. Okay, that makes sense. And make sure it's fully seated. Okay. And then when we rotate it, we'll have the smooth side facing out. There we go. And more parts. What is this? We're taking this part here. I don't know what we're building right now. I think we might be working on the thumb. I'm not sure here yet. I honestly didn't pay that much attention during Wayne's video to exactly what he was saying. I was just watching along. And here we go. Okay. So we're going to take this part. Come on, focus. My camera's being a total jerk tonight. And squeeze that into there. So that's a nice solid fit. Very good. And then we're going to assemble the thumb. So then we're going to take this that we assembled before. This is the thumb, as we thought. And we just squeeze her onto there. And we're going to get a couple of these PB 2x5 screws. And I'm just like starting them both. Come on, Ian. I'm Butterfingers. Such Butterfingers. There we go. Now we're in the hole. Okay. Once you have those started, you can just pick the part up and finish tightening. So there we go. We got our thumb, and it rotates nicely, and it bends. Let me grab these. Okay, and then we got to glue the outer bits onto the thumb. So I'm going to grab those out of here. Let's see, TR333, 4, 5, and 6. Nope, not that one. 4, 5, and 6. Maybe it's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. That's what we want. We want these parts 1, 2, and 3. And I might suggest going one at a time on these. Check for undergating, which there is a tiny bit of. And then, so we got to put these on. Okay. Apply glue as shown. Okay. So we're going to put a little glue. We're going to put a little glue on these, like this tab in here, and then glue that on. Give me one sec. Okay, so pay very close attention. If you notice there's a few loose parts in there, I picked the wrong parts. Pay very close attention to the numbers on the sprues. I was like, why are these things not fitting onto the thumb finger sections properly? Because, yeah, I wasn't assembling the correct sections. was, yeah, a little embarrassing. But yeah, there we go. So now they're on there properly. And there should be a decent gap between this and this part, between this top part and that top part. And then these two will basically butt right up to each other when the thumb is outstretched, nice and straight. Huh, okay. Oh, she's on there. Man, okay. Trial by fire for me with Optimus here. And this is not secured yet on the back, so don't push in on it too much. And then we got fingies, so we got to assemble a whole bunch of fingers. Lots of fingers. And it's just going to be more and more fingers. Okay, I think we're doing the same thing 4 times. I'm going to do it once and I'll be right back. Well, I'm going to get it set up once, and then we'll be right back. Okay, as long as you follow the instructions easily and just look at the numbers on the sprues, you're going to do okay. So this is part 12. We got 2 little gaskets we just put on there. And then we're going to take part 14 in this orientation, and that's going to go right there. Part 15 is going to go right there. Then we got 3 more gaskets. Okay. So let's get 1. And they have kind of like a little circular dugout area they nestle into. 2. And again, they're not stickers, so you're just placing them there. They have the slightest bit of adhesion to them just because they're rubber. Okay, 3. Then we take this little part. There's 4 identical ones on the sprue there. And then we take another rubber gasket, bushing, whatever you want to call it, washer. Oh, see, it sticks to your fingers a little sometimes. So you just want to get them placed like that. All right. Whew, okay. And now we're going to take part 13. Okay, so part 13. And that is going to go this way with this little notch facing down. And that's going to go there. And then part 16, this one, I'm going to cut. The reason to use good nippers is so you don't end up with sprue overage. And then you're going to put this little notch facing down, and it's going to go right there. There's a little pinhole that it locks into. And then 3 PB 2x5 screws, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'm going to get those screws in and I'll be right back. All right, so we got this figured out. This is the pinky we're building, the little finger. So we got parts 7, and it's a little undergated. So you want to get that bottom. 7, 8, and see there's that undergating. You want to get rid of that. 8, and 9. So basically the thumb is unique and the pinky is unique. And then we're going to flip our part up like this, and you see how these holes are off to one side of the finger? See, they're not quite centered. Okay, same thing with the pins here. They're not quite centered. So you can test fit these parts. They actually snap in pretty well. 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, this one needs the glue. It's right there, see? So, but we got to do is we got to glue them on. So just on the little tab right here, for the most part. Okay. We're just going to get that in there. And then on the that little round peg in the center there, this last one, that one actually had a decent purchase on its home already without any assistance, but we're still gonna put a little crazy glue around that post that's sticking out inside of there. There we go. And this one, I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more glue on like the tip of the finger here at the top. There we go. Okay. And just leave that pinky be and let that crazy glue set up. And that's really all you need to do. Okay. And they all fit together great. It's just a little confusing because there's so many similar finger parts here that I used some of the wrong parts to start building the thumb before. But it's fine. We got all of them, dismantled and put back in the tray where they belong. And they should be kind of like that, I guess. And now we're going to assemble three of the same, these three fingers. So we've got cowabunga dudes done, but right here we got to do. Give me a second, I'll get all those parts snipped off and laid out, and I'll do at least one finger, and then we'll move on. All right, be right back. Okay, so I've got my 6 washers already in place. This is part 7, this is part 9, this is part 11, and this is part 3, TR-3-44, and each one has a little rubber washer, or 2 for these guys. And we place that fella there. Then we place this fella here, and we put the washer back on that stuck to our fingertip. And then this fella here. Okay. And then we need part, let's see here. Then we need 8 and 10. So we need this part here. Okay, that little cut there and that little notch facing down. And that goes right there. And then we need part 10, which is this part right here. And then that has its notch that you're going to face down. Okay, and then we need 4 more 2x5 screws. I'm going to get those in a sec, and I'll be right back. For lack of a better term, our finger sandwich is assembled. Okay. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. There we go. All right. And then we've got parts 4, 5, and 6 right here snipped off. Don't forget to get that undergate right there with your nippers, okay? And then we're just gonna, I'm finding it easier to just put the glue on the fingy. My God, come on, squeeze out super glue. Not too much. A little dab will do you. Okay. And then snap the part into place. Whoops, there we go. There we go. Snap that one into place. Make sure you got the pin on the right side. There we go. Now, the back part and the middle part, they fit in pretty snug on their own. The fingertip, really, you just got to kind of, you place it there, and you just got to let the glue do its thing. Okay, so we got to assemble 2 more of these fingies right there. Or like, whatever. Star Trek joke during Transformers toy. No good. No. This is Optimus Prime model. No Spock. Okay. So yeah, times 3. So I'm going to get the other 2 put together, and then we'll be moving on because repetition, not necessary. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit here in case I decide to record something larger. Be right back, everybody. All the fingers are done, and we've got a bunch of finger sandwich trimmings right there, leftovers. Now this tray is almost done. I'm going to take out these 4 parts that are in here and lay them down on the table in the order in which they came out. Take this parts tray from the previous stage and put it in our refuse pile. And we're going to get our next tray. Please, Ian, don't slice your finger open again on the plastic. That is some sharp plastic packaging, I've got to say. Now we've got this piece of hand here we need, and this big chunky part here that we need. And looks like that's going to go right in there. And then we need to put a couple of PB 2x5 screws, our favorites, to hold this in. We're going to put 1 screw here, 1 screw here. I'll be right back. All right, we got that little block connected in there. Oh, if that's the pump, maybe that is, maybe something like the blaster has a peg that goes in there, maybe. We're going to take our pinky and we're going to put its little pegs in the little holes here, and then we're going to take our 3 other fingers. We're going to put them. I like that Transformers have, a full-on human set of fingers, because the more immature amongst us, once this model is built, you can imagine it telling somebody they're number 1. You know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend you're not already thinking about Optimus Prime flipping the bird to Megatron. Please, don't kid me. And then we're going to take off these little parts that we saved from the previous tray, and they're going to retain the fingers together. Don't get antsy. Don't get antsy, Optimus. Don't worry. You'll have your moment of glory at some point in this build, or at least an entry in the YouTube posts photo album. Okay, so snap those down like that. That's good. That secures the backs of each finger there. Now we need a PBW 2x6, which are not these. These are PB 2.3x6. And this second tray, PBW 2x6. We got a bunch of those. Let's see here. We just need 2 of them for now. Oh, for God's sake, you plastic bag from hell. These little tear open bags. I have no complaints about the model. Packaging, however, has already injured me once. And it is, well, you know what? I've been working on Parts Works all day. And I guess I'm getting a little tired and punchy, but I could not go to bed without at least putting together Optimus's hand, because it's like a little baby. It's more than a baby. That's like a toddler hand. Thing's big. Jeez. Okay. And now we're going to take a couple of these PB 2.3x6, which there are a ton of. Okay, we'll just keep them over here. There we go. We just need 2 of you for now. The rest of you stay there. Okay, and we're going to take our thumb assembly from earlier, put her there. High five, Optimus. High five indeed. And we're going to put 2 screws in here. Okay, exciting. Come on, I got to remagnetize my screwdriver. There we go. Okay, look at that. Holy moly. Sorry, better. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's big. And then we need, and then, yeah, I know. It's a lot of and then. And then we're going to put the other part of his palm. Wow, that's cool. Put that on there. And then we need another 2.3 by 6 screw. Let me get that in, I'll be right back. Okay, we got that little palm chunk screwed on. Now for the wrist joint, we're going to take this part, and you got that hole with the flat spots, different than just the hole. And we're going to shove one of these little metal guys in with the nut going in. And she only it's a tight squeeze. That is a snugly fitting part. Let me grab my trusty pliers here. Don't. Let me just push her in. There we go. Sorry, I just grabbed on and just shoved her down. I'm zoomed in a little more than I'm used to. There we go. Now we take this and we take this side plate with the round hole. We put it on that side. And we take the side plate with the slotted hole. We put her on that side. And then we bolt this down right here with two of these PB 2.3 by 6 screws. So I only have 2 hands, so I'll be right back. All right, so I have a little actual tip to make things easier for you. Get one screw just started in there, then slide that in there. So that way you have one already positively located. And then put your second screw in, tighten that down. Okay? That's going to make life easier. At least for me. Made life easier for me. Tighten, nice and tight, but don't over tight. Oh, that is going to be a very good stiff pose holding wrist joint, if I don't say so myself. Okay, don't try to like move too much stuff yet, because like we still have a lot more parts to put on, which is also going to brace and strengthen all of the joints in the hand. And now we're going to take, the beauty part. We're going to put the top of the hand on, and basically what we're doing here is CA glue on each of these 4 pegs. Okay. And then there's 4 posts here, and we're gonna get that in there. And well, I don't know if Agora Models would appreciate me flipping off all my viewers, but yeah, you get the hint. Yeah, we're all gonna have some very immature fun with Optimus Prime's fingers, I'm sure. High five, buddy. High five. Your number. Fine. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, these are cool. And let's just, you're number 1. It's that way. The idiot is behind the camera. He's right there. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Okay, so the fingers are nice and tight. You know, you want them a bit on the stiff side. Things are gonna wear in a little bit. You're not gonna be playing with this like an action figure toy you bought at, the toy aisle at Walmart or Target or whatever. This is a very premium special thing that you have here. Treat it as such, please. Now that that's done, we're going to put some more bits and pieces to get the rest of the wrist joint completed, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're going to take this last leftover piece from that first tray in one of these, the metal doohickey, And we've got the flat spots. You want to line those up and get that pushed in there with the pliers. And then what we're going to do is take the hand and we're going to slot, the flat slot into there. Then we're going to take this part here and two PB 2x6 screws. Come on, out of there. Okay, here and here. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we got that screwed on. Now we're going to take this last leftover piece from the first tray. I'm going to pop it in right there. Slides right in. Then we're going to take this part out of the second tray and we're going to sandwich those two together. And then we got to put four PB 2.3x6 screws in here. So let me throw those four screws in and I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So that's all screwed on now. Extremely tight joints. So just be ginger when posing. We're going to take these two halves, snap them together, and then two PB 2.3x6 screws. Yep. It's hard to see with the black right there and right there. Okay, one sec. We'll have that done. All right, so now we're ready for the rubber ring. Now the one that was in the kit, in the tray, I marked it with a little silver Sharpie like that. And here's the TR346 new. Let's take a quick gander at them side by side. Now, the silver one, that's this one. This is the old one. The new one is a shinier rubber. It might be a tiny bit thinner. I mean, there's some minute difference, but we're just going to slip that over this thing we just connected. I don't know what that is. That another part? Yeah, it's another. Looks like another part of the wrist joint, possibly. Has been upgraded. So maybe this was a different type of rubber. Like this might have been rubber, and this is like silicone rubber. I don't know, but there's you could tell there's a difference in the rubbers. This one is shinier, the new one. The old one is much duller, much more a flat finish. And now we're going to take this TR313 part. We're going to take this, and I don't think there's any particular orientation to it. No, not really. We're just going to put her on the holes. Maybe there is an orientation. Let's see. Is there a bigger and a smaller? They seem pretty much the same. No, it doesn't matter. And now we got to get 4 PB 2.3x6 screws in here, one on each of those posts. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to need the upper part of the arm here. We're going to need the panel with no holes in it from right here, and we're going to hold it like that. We're going to take this black part right here. We're going to put her in the slot right there. We're going to take the arm. We're going to put the peg from this tab in this big, larger peg hole, and it kind of holds itself there. We're going to take the other side of this. We're going to sandwich those together. Okay, so that doesn't look right. Oh, I popped out of the hole. I'm not properly sandwiched to get a hold. There we go. So that slides in and out smoothly. Okay, and then 2 PB 2.3x6 screws in those two holes, and I will be right back with you. Alrighty, so now that we got those screwed in, we're gonna put this in this position down here with that in and this flat. And then we're going to take this cover plate here, and there's a couple holes right there and there, and we're going to get those into there like so. And then we go in through these big openings here with PB 2.3 by 6s. So bear with me a moment. Just, okay. I'm going to, two in those big openings, you can get 2 of these screws right in there. And I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Alrighty, well, we got those screwed in. It was a little tricky. It's easy if you just lay it down on the Autobot symbol, and then you could just kind of lay it down and just get in from above. Now we got to put this little cover plate on, and some snap in. This one drops into place. It does not have any positive, clicking going on. So I'm going to get a little crazy here. You like that, don't you? That's funny. I know, I'm a funny guy. I hear that all the time. Great at parties. Okay, and we'll layer down on the Autobot symbol and let that glue set up right there. And then we're going to grab this fella, and once that glue sets up, let's see here, we're going to attach this to the arm right here. And snap her in there, or so I thought. Come on. Let's see here. Oh, that's definitely gonna snap in. There we go. Ah, nice. Okay, good. Okay, so that's in there. Now we've got to get, let's just take out whatever screws these are. These are unlabeled little silvery stainless steel screws. We've got that rubber ring we don't need. I'm just going to put that aside because our other parts tray is going away. We're bringing in the final tray of parts. Ian, don't slice your fingers open. And we're going to take some of our fiber reinforced plastic parts here. Let's see here. Looks like they're going to go like this. Okay, and we're going to put one in there. Not sure where this comes into play. I think, oh yeah, that looks like it's going to go right in there. Okay, and then our little wrist joint is going to go into there or there. I think it's going to rotate in there, so it doesn't matter which way we put it in. And then we're going to put this one above that and snap that on. Nice. Okay. And then we need to get, here's our really nice high quality machine screw, just beautiful hardware. Let's get these washers out and these nuts. Yeah, when it's like a really heavy duty component of the build, you're getting these big stainless steel suckers. So we're definitely going to need our little hex driver here. And we're going to get 3 hex bolts going through here, here, and looks like here, right in the middle. And we're going to get those with a washer and a bolt in one side and a captive nut in the other side, like that. And just tighten that in. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to get the other 2 in and I'll be right back. Alrighty. So now we're going to take this big metal piece out of here, and we're going to hold the arm with the Autobot logo facing us, okay? Elbow joint is away from us, okay? And we're going to take this part and see this corner. That's going to be in the front. And then these, oh my God, it's so hard to focus. Okay, there's 4 tabs, basically, right here, and also on the other side. And that's going to get these unlabeled stainless steel screws. These are the PWM 2 by 5.5 screws, and they're going to go in there, in those 4 slots. So I'm going to get the rest of those installed, and I will be right back with you. So a little top tip here, if you bend the elbow, it's easier to get in here with your screwdriver than if you leave the arm straight. Okay, if you leave the arm straight, you're going to be butting up against here. And if you bend the elbow, you have a nice straight shot to all the screws there. You can even lay it down and bear down on it from straight above. And, you know, make these nice and snug. I mean, don't go crazy. Anything could be broken, I guess. And then check that elbow pad maneuvering, watch. See? It's very cool. Very cool joints, articulated very much like a Gundam model, you know? All right, so we got that in. This is going to be a very long video. And now we got to put a little bit of glue. We're going to put this little yellow panel in the arm right here. We're going to glue that in, and we'll be right back. Okay, so our glue's set up for just a minute or so. We're going to take this elbow, that's the back, and we're going to take this forearm part, and we're going to place it right there, okay, on the front, so it lines up with this bump and the Autobot logo. And then there's 4 tabs inside of here. You can see them. We're going to take 4 more of these little stainless steel screws here. I don't think they're really stainless steel. Oh, wait, are they? No, they're just silver. I mean, they could be a lower grade form of stainless steel, but you know, they're not super duper stainless steel. And we're going to get these 4 screws in, and we'll be right back with the last few panels of this massive, massive arm and forearm and hand and everything, and it's going to be glorious. Be right back. All right, well, we got that screwed on. You can see the glint of the screws right there. We're going to take this side panel here, and we're going to down and in. Okay, and then we got to take 2 of our PB 2.3 by 6 black screws, and those are going to go here and here. And give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, we got those 2 in that. Here's where you're really going to want a magnetized bit. You can see there's that one hole over here. There's another one on this side, right in this notch. And we got to go all the way down there to get one of those silver 2 by 5.5 screws in there. Okay, so that way, that's nice. And that's die-cast metal, and that's plastic, and they got the paint finishes matching really nicely. That's no easy task. At least I don't think it is. I don't know, maybe it is an easy task. I don't know, I don't work at the factory. And then we're gonna take the other side, and you wanna drop it down first and then rock it in. And there's a locating pin right there. And then the same thing, 2 more of those 2.3 by 6s, and then a 2 by 5.5 down that notch down there. So I'm gonna get those in real quick, and I shall return. Okay, so we're damn near almost done, and we're just gonna put a little crazy glue on this last piece here. I did the same on the other side before, but it's literally the same thing. And there's 3 holes here and those 3 pegs, and we're just gonna snap her into place. It might not have even needed the glue, but there we go. Holy mother of forearms. The thing is massive. Okay, now we're gonna put Optimus in the karate chop pose. And we're going to pop it in. That's it. Oh, it comes back out. Oh, that's so we could probably do the Energon Axe thing. And then we're going to, oh yeah, look at that. Massive. Ah, there we go. Okay. Is that big enough for you? Like, is that big enough for you? Like, do I need a size comparison? Here's a 3-cell mag light. I mean, it's ginormous. Holy God. Yep, that's it. Okay. So we're done with pack 3. Dear man. That's heavy. So like diecast. There's some plastic here and there, but like it's like 50-50. And a lot of the plastic that you're using that you don't see is all that fiber reinforced, power tool grade plastic. It's ridiculous. Man. Oh my God, that thing. Ah. Oh yeah. It's magnificent. I'm not supposed to. I don't know. I think I made you look. I don't know. Ignore me. I'm a child in a man's body, in a fat man's body. So that's, yeah, that's all she wrote for tonight. That is the end of pack 3. We have a complete left arm right there. My God, it's huge. I can't even fathom. This is just going to be so, I mean, how high is my camera up from my workbench? I'm curious right now. Let's see. From my workbench to my camera lens is, let's see, we're right up against the lens, and that's 32 inches. How the hell am I going to film this thing? I mean, I got my camera pretty high up. It's up there. But, oh boy. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Again, Agora Optimus Prime, massive, massive part work, awesome part work. New release. The first 5 stages are already available. I think actually the first 6 packs might have just shipped actually to a bunch of people. If you're interested, check the link below. I got other links below, my Amazon thing, my email's down there. If you want to find my tools and stuff, I don't know, whatever. Like, subscribe, comment, and build yourself an Optimus. If you're a G1 Optimus fan, you gotta have this thing. You have to. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna stop gushing. Yeah, it definitely sounds like they paid me or something. But dear God, I would build this thing twice. If they did a shattered glass version in an alternate color, done. Done. Would do it in a minute. We need a giant Megatron to go with this thing, though. We definitely need a giant Megatron. Get on to the Agora. Please give us a Megatron to fight with Optimus. Thanks for coming, everybody. All sentient beings deserve peace and freedom, including me. I'm going to bed. Adios.